So there are tons of trading setups in the market that come every single day. Whether you trade the 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute, does not necessarily matter. 4 hour, 1 hour, daily. Practically the market almost looks the same on every single time frame. But I'm also going to show you guys how many different trade setups you can identify in the market. So keep in mind, with every single trade that you see here, you have to identify your risk to reward and how you can manage your entries, where you're going to set your stop loss at, and all the things that I always talk about in many of my other videos as well. But let's just start off right here with a very simple trade, and let's just say it does not go in your favor. Again, many people don't really like trading patterns, but this is just one example of what happens if you see a nice bullish flag, breaks out, and somebody like me who enjoys the break and retest trading would enter the retest here, get a nice little bit of a 5-10% gain, and immediately sells below. And guys, again, this is where the very important part comes in, where you have to have a stop loss in mind. For me, it's always $50, so that probably looks like somewhere around here. So just say take a cut or whatever it is. Trade setup fails, and again, you just move on. It is what it is. There are plenty of trades coming in the market, and I'm going to show you guys how. So again, you're just watching price action, see market sell off, get bought back up, and you're telling yourself, oh wow, man, shoulda, woulda, coulda held, but really, are you really going to hold through all that drawdown? No. So again, you get a nice pullback, and here is somebody like me who enjoys trading the break and retest, captures the retest of the most previous highs, gets this nice trade in your favor, and it recovers what you just lost on the first trade. But again, moving on, you see market create higher highs, then it ultimately fails, creates a little bit of its first lower low, and then now a lower high here. Again, all I'm doing is identifying price action. Whether you're somebody who enjoys this kind of trading, you're a trendline trader, this would be a trade here. Or if you enjoy trading the most previous lows, this would be a trade here, and this would be an entry. Boom, nice breakdown to the downside. Or if you're somebody who enjoys trading bounces, this would be a nice bounce trade potential for you. Again, guys, all I'm doing is identifying many different trading styles and different trading setups in the market. Whether you trade the 3 minute, 5 minute, all of these trading styles and trading setups are on all the time frames. So again, one trade here, lost. Second trade here, the break and retest to more higher highs, gain. Then you see a nice little trend line break to the downside, which if you're in my Discord, a lot of times I point out the 1 hour time frame, the S&P 500 is breaking a nice trend line to the downside, and I honestly enjoy trading those kind of trades. Again, nice break to downside, pulls back up for what you can call a break and retest if you would like, to more downside action. Then again, if you're somebody who doesn't like trading any of that, don't trade any of that. If you're somebody who needs to spot a potential bounce trade, double bottom, whatever it is you like, that can be your trade. So again, another trade here off a double bottom, boom. If that's your trading style, stick to that. But if you're somebody who, just like me, doesn't really enjoy catching bounces, but lately I have, then you watch again for price action to bounce back above. Then you can see price kind of consolidate here, create a little bit of a head and shoulders, boom, break down to the downside. If that's your trading style, if that's your trading setup, if that's your trading habits, and you'd like to trade that, then trade that. If you're a head and shoulders trader, then wait for your head and shoulders. There are plenty of times where a head and shoulders popped up. Not only did a head and shoulders pop up here, but almost here as well, but a failed one. But now here's your head and shoulders as well. If you're a head and shoulders trader, or somebody who enjoys trading just in general, channel or chop, this is your kind of trading style. And honestly, I enjoy trading chop as well. The moment I see a chop happen, I don't even care if it's a head and shoulders. Honestly, just in general, if I see chop happen, and whether it breaks above or below, best believe I'm entering in. So again, all you do is watch price action, see it pulls down a little bit here, get a nice breakout, and guys, here's me stepping in. Here's where my trading butter comes in. The break and retest. See a nice breakout of the most previous highs here, boom, capture the retest. Market breaks up out the most previous highs even as well. And guys, check it out. Look what happens here. Let's say you just watch price action. Pull down a little bit. Maybe you enter calls here because you're thinking this is going to be the bounce. Get a little bit of a gain, pulls down. You're break even, get a little bit of gain, pulls down. You're negative a few percent, back end profits, and again, boom. Guys, this is another trade setup that you can take. I wish I could delete that. But not only is it a channel trend line break to the downside, but also it's a break and retest of the most previous highs here. So boom. Guys, I just identified so many different trade setups, so many different trade styles that you can take within this market. I even pointed out a loss here happened if the first trade would have been a loss. So real quick, recap. I know this board looks a little bit crazy, but I want to show you guys something that's really important. Pattern breakout. It failed. Break and retest, pattern breakout failed, whatever, you took a loss. You're watching price action. There's no need to rush anything. There's no need to rush anything. Just because it breaks below now or starts getting lower lows, whatever. Yes, maybe you can identify a trade around here for a quick little scalp trade of new lower lows. But guys, just watch price action. Wait for it to do something. Then you get your breakout of the most previous highs. Capture the break and retest. That's my stat. That's my trading style. So boom, break and retest. More higher highs. This is how you can identify the change in trend. Trend line gets broken down to the downside. Lower lows, lower highs. If that's your trading style and you like to take those kind of trades, then you would enter short. And honestly, I like to take those kind of trades. Not only do I enjoy taking the trend line breaks to the downside, but also a trend line break and a pullback retest of the most previous, kind of lower lows, lower highs, whatever. Boom. Now, I'm not really much of a bounce trader, but honestly, lately I've been trying to, and I keep getting wicked out on stop losses, so I hate it so far. But again, boom, bounce trade to a head and shoulders or chop or channel, whatever you want to call it. Break down to the downside, break back above. Now, again, this is where you capture your break and retest. Guys, there's so many different trade setups, so many different trade styles that you can capture in the market. Just watching whether it's 5 minutes, 15 minutes. All you have to do is identify which trade setup you enjoy trading, how much you're willing to lose every single time you take that kind of trade, identify your entry. For an example, this is my entry. Every single time I get a break above previous highs and it dips down below for the most previous highs dip, I have to enter. That's it. I just have to pull the trigger. It is what it is. That's my trading style. And that's what I chose to do. That's what I choose to trade, and that's how I chose to trade every single time I trade. Now, I don't have to trade like that. I can choose any trade style I want, but that's what works for me. If you're somebody who enjoys trading the break and retest, if you're somebody who enjoys trading the head and shoulders, guys, you have to identify your entry. Are you gonna chase it? Are you gonna wait for a pullback entry? Sometimes the head and shoulders, I notice, does not have no pullback. It literally just instantly drops super hard. So again, identify where you're going to enter on head and shoulder trades. Are you going to chase them usually? Are you going to enter on the 15 minutes? Are you going to enter on the 5 minutes? Which one are you going to do? If you take a double bottom bounce trade, are you going to watch the 4 hour? Are you going to watch the 1 hour and wait for a closure? Do you need a specific wick, a specific candle at these levels to enter in, guys? That's what's so important. And a lot of people don't be doing that. So I hope you guys learned something through this video, because guys, it's so important to identify which trade setup is yours and trade it. Just pull the trigger, and I promise you, you'll be happy. Identify your stop loss, identify your price targets, and just boom. So catch you guys on the next one, and I hope this one helps.